Welcome back to Possibly Podcast. It's a breaking news that is actually happening. I don't know if you are following or not, but let's get into it actually. So it's coming from Russia, you know what I'm saying? And the mainstream media wants you to believe that, you know what I'm saying, oh, Russia, there's chaos happening in Russia, blah, 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 blah. So, it's not really Russia. Okay. As you see this, hold on.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
All right, let me just get into it. You know what I'm saying? There's not it's just what you call a loud ass music on it, but it's not really. All right, cool. I just turned that freaking shit down. All right, let me explain real quick what's really happening and what the mainstream media wants you to believe. Okay, number one, there was, you know what I'm saying, the mainstream media wants you to believe there is like a, you know what I'm saying, like there is a chaos happening inside Russia, and you know what I'm saying, the Russian president Vladimir Putin is in trouble. That's what they want you to believe, but that's not true.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And while there is true that there was mercenaries and rebels that are trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to go against what Vladimir is saying or what Russian military trying to do, okay? They claimed that Russian military attacked them. And if you say who them, who are they? They are what I said, mercenaries. I don't even know what that fucking means. A lot of you guys might not even know as well. And obviously the Russian president gave a speech, as you guys can see. But there are about like 25,000 soldiers of in that group, okay? And they call themselves, I don't even know, I don't even know. I will find out. I will let you guys see that in a bit. But it's that group. They are all over the world. They're in Europe. They're in Middle East. They're in Africa. You know what I'm saying? So not all 35,000 troops are in Russia. Okay, but they want you to believe that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? All 35 soldiers are heading in Moscow to take over and kill Putin. Like, that's not true, okay?
Nope.
And this is not a small country where you can just do a regime change real quick. But you guys already know, even President Biden said at some point, quote, I'm quoting him, the goal is a regime change in Russia. That's what he said. Not my words. Okay, you can look it up. So that's what he said, and that has been the plan. And if you don't believe me, do you hear this? Hear this.
And the Russians are dying. It's the best money we've ever seen. Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are dying. It's the best money we've ever seen.
Whoa.
Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are dying. It's the best money we've ever seen.
What? I don't know why this shit keeps stopping.
Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are dying. It's the best money we've ever seen.
He said, and the Russians are dying.
Thanks.
Best money we've ever spent.
This is to make life possible.
Iranian drones to fight, and the result is how to fight against, how to defend our people against the ballistic rockets. We don't have too much them, you know.
I got some ATACMs in my luggage. Our better cells in there.
and that is a U.S. senator. I always say, you know what I'm saying, the both parties, when it comes to war, they're in the same page. But when it comes to other other things that actually, you know what I'm saying, helps the Americans, they're divided. Like, you can't make this shit up, bro. But when it comes to war and corruptions and doing all of that shit, both parties are all of a sudden in the same page. But when it comes to working for the American people and working for the poor and working for, you know what I'm saying, like who they're supposed to be working for, they're divided. They can't stand each other. Like, what is like going on? I'm like, brilliant. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? Great. So, you heard from, you know what I'm saying, like he said the best money we ever spent and the Russians are dying. That was his words. Senator Graham, okay? That's Lindsey Graham. That's what he said, okay? And that was when he was talking about the military support. And do you remember this part? The Pentagon accounting editor sends 6.2 billion for Ukrainian military aid. What is that all about? What? The Pentagon accounting editor sends 6.2 billion for Ukrainian military aid. When was the last time you heard, oh, the Pentagon accounting editor sends any amount to any American or the services that helps Americans? Never.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no consequences. Like there's no accountability. Nobody's gonna ever go after this and say, where's that money? We gotta investigate, we gotta go after it, we gotta find where that money went. Nobody's gonna ever say that.
Nope.
They'll be like, oh, it was an error? Alright. I guess there's nothing that they can say or nobody's gonna hold them accountable, okay? So it's all good. Like we'll just move on like you guys want to, okay? Either the American people who are voting for these people are like captured, they agree with them, or their vote doesn't really matter. Which one? Which one? I'm really confused at this point. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm really confused because they keep electing these warmongers. They want war so bad all the time. And they keep voting for them. They keep getting elected. Why? It's two reasons behind it. Either Americans are cool with it, or maybe their voices doesn't really fucking matter. Which one is it?
New World Order.
I don't know. You let me know, okay? And so what I believe, it's just me, is that like this money or whatever, maybe, and you know what I'm saying, let's grab one there, you know what I'm saying, like I don't know, maybe that money is part of paying these mercenaries, maybe, because the mercenaries is all about who can pay them more. It's all about money. If they, you know what I'm saying, the U.S. got money, so if the U.S. paid them more to actually cause chaos inside Russia, because at this point, the West are just looking for anything. Anything helps at this point. Like any chaos inside Russia, it's a win for them. Because that distracts, you know what I'm saying, the Russian military fighting Ukraine. But you know what I'm saying? But anyways, don't believe me. Don't believe what I say. Let's go to Clayton and the Redacted channel. Okay?
Good afternoon, everyone. We want to bring you some breaking news out of Russia and what we know at this hour about a military coup that has unfolded against Vladimir Putin and the Russian Federation. This being led by the head of the private military army, the Wagner group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, who has overnight called for an armed rebellion against the Russian Federation. Now, here's what we know. Here's what he has said publicly, that there was an attack on his position with a missile attack that came from the rear, came from behind.
Like I said, they were fighting for Russia. They're with the military Russia. They were with military Russia, okay? And all of a sudden, they said, oh, the Russia attacked us. The Russian military really attacked us from behind because they're all the way at the front fighting Ukraine. And they said, oh, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, the Russian military attacked us. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because they're with the Russian military. They're fighting with them. They have no reason to do that. But all of a sudden, oh, they did that. And because of that, now we're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, fight the Russian military and go all the way to Moscow, and even maybe kill, you know what I'm saying, or take over Vladimir, you know what I'm saying, maybe replace him. I don't know. And the guy who's doing that, who's leading the other military, guess who that is? He's best friend of Russian president. So it's all over, like, it's in the United States or the West actually wants to arrest that guy. Like, he's one of the most wanted men. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, maybe they tell him, hey, we don't want you anymore, or, you know what I'm saying, we're going to give you some money, but you got to do this. Put your forces against Russian military. Like, create some chaos. I don't know.
Meaning Russian forces attacked his position. Russia says that's nonsense. It's completely unfounded. That did not happen.
Stop the cap.
That's what he said. That's what they said. He called for an armed rebellion.
He said, she said at this point.
Exactly what has unfolded over the past number of hours. And so, folks, we now have a military coup inside of Russia. Any way you slice it, that's exactly what has happened. Vladimir.
And do you know how big that is? This is huge, guys. And the reason why I'm saying that, let me just show you one thing. I looked it up earlier. Russian nuclear weapons versus the United States of America. You know how much nuclear weapon the Russians got? Look at this. Putin controls about 5,977 such warheads as of 2022, as compared to with 5,428 controlled by the United States President Joe Biden. So, in other words, Russia got more nuclear power, nuclear weapons than the United States of America. So why are you guys, you know what I'm saying, like, doing all of this to, even though you guys know Russia is capable of striking the United States of America within seconds, okay? And we might respond, okay? But the world is gonna end for sure. And it feels like every day we're getting closer to the possibility of an actual nuclear war. World War III. 100%. A lot of you guys might be like, oh, that might be true. Go ahead.
Life is too short to just go through the motions.
Go ahead. You're this, right?
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
New World Order.
Let's continue.
The nation just a few minutes ago calling this a mutiny, and he said that twice. And moments ago, we saw footage of the Wagner army taking control of the National Guard and Russian military in the town of Rostov-on-Don. Patrick Lancaster is on his way to that town right now to give us a boots-on-the-ground report of what's actually happening, and he filed this report.
Here's to stargazing,
Man,
where
like,
Einstein
they're trying
once
to
stood.
like,
Here's to getting
hell
in on the
no, man, hell no. They were trying to like do like free advertisement on my channel. Like, is you serious right now? But honestly though, I don't even have a whatchamacall, like a premium. Yo, like premium YouTube premium. I used to have it, but nah, man. Not anymore, man. But maybe I'll get it back again. But let's get back to
reporting to you from Russia. Right now I'm on the way to Rostov-on-Don. As you might have heard in the night, the Wagner group, or private military group, moved into Rostov, put up checkpoints, and took control of part of the city. Now, a lot of information has been going around, some false, some true, but the fact is, the Wagner group did go in and take control of some areas, but what is also being misrepresentative is the fact that they do not control the full city of Rostov. In fact, it's a small part of the center. It appears that they control, but there are areas that are controlled by Wagner, but there are definitely areas that are controlled by the Russian military. Now, there's been a lot of events through the morning and early afternoon with the Wagner group in Russia.
Patrick, for that.
yeah, I mean, that guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know if he's like totally believable, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see what he say about that, but I will do more research about what he says. But let's get back to what Clinton really is gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Because this guy is really, like, he's against war and the mainstream, like, and the military, what do you call the military industry, who are like just war mongering. That's how they make money. And he always warned us about that. So he's very, very credible. He's an independent reporter. He don't get paid by these billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So show him some love. You know what I'm saying? Like, go check his channel out. If you really agree with his ideas, I would suggest you subscribe to it, okay? But let's see what he says, because I feel like this is very important. This last part.
We'll continue to monitor the situation. Again, it's going to be very important to see what kind of propaganda is being foisted upon you by the mainstream media that do not have any reporters in the area whatsoever, and they're getting information from intelligence services that are feeding them the type of narrative that they want out to the public.
New World Order.
Anyway, it's a fluid situation. We will bring you updates as we have them.
Got it. Please. You know what I'm saying? Check him out when you can, okay? And speaking of that last part, what he said is important. Listen.
Any reporters in the area
Listen.
Very important to see what kind of propaganda is being foisted upon you by the mainstream media that do not have any reporters in the area whatsoever. And they're getting information from intelligence services that are feeding them the type of narrative that they want out to the public right now. Anyway, it's a fluid situation.
Facts. And speaking of what the mainstream media how they twisting around the situation, it's already apparent. You know what I'm saying? It's already apparent that they are trying to like make it all, you know what I'm saying, propaganda. And here's the proof. When I looked it up, look, I just said Russian coup, right? Look, all of this. Look, the Atlantic reports the coup is over, but Putin is in trouble. Okay. The USA Today says Wagner Group backs down from coup attempt in Russia. Recap. Okay. Experts recap what Russian Wagner Group rebellion means for Putin, and now they're trying to spin the situation. Okay. Look at the New York Times. Russia accuses that's the guy who's actually the leader of the group. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can pronounce his Russian name. Prigozhin. Russian accuses Prigozhin of trying to mount a coup. NBC News says Russia rebellion live. Kremlin says it will drop criminal case against what? Look, what is this? It says, I think this is, I don't know. Live update. Putin survives. Look, rebellion. Wagner Group boss exits to Belarus. It goes on and on. You feel me? So you see how the narrative is different. Like the narrative, what narrative they want you to believe, not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are keeping it real, like the USA Today. They trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep it like somewhat truthful, but they're known of the propaganda, to be the propaganda mouthpieces. All of this. New York Times used to be one of the biggest and the most credible newspaper in the United States of America, and maybe in the world. Like, this used to be big deal, and nowadays they're being bought by the intelligent. Okay, and they became a mouthpiece. Propaganda. They don't tell you the truth. All they do is just spread propaganda. And although they say, oh, like misinformation and disinformation, they are the most, if not the most, distributor of misinformation and propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Because they will add a little bit of truth, and the rest is fucking propaganda and just twisting their bullshit around. You feel me? So you got to be careful, chat. You got to be careful. I know you guys are smart, but you got to I just wanted to bring this to you guys because, you know what I'm saying, it's important to just know what's happening, because there is a real consequences to this. If there's a nuclear war, I know you can't do nothing about it, but you got to know. And no, ignorance is not bliss. It's not.
Nope.
You got to know, chat. You have to know. You have to know. What you do about it, at the end of the day, it's your choice. Either you know what I'm saying? What you do about it is totally up to you. But, you know what I'm saying? My responsibility, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I started this channel is keep it real and give you all the facts, what I know. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I just want to inform you guys. At the end of the day, you decide what you're going to do with this information, okay? And if you feel like I am wrong or I'm missing something, let me know, chat. I would love to hear from you. But that's pretty much it. I'll be back a little bit later, obviously, to talk about, you know what I'm saying, transfer news, about the sports and shit like that. But until next time, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful, you know what I'm saying, day or night or morning, whatever you're tuning in from. You feel me? But there's one thing that I say before I go, and if I don't, it's not a good win. It's not a good finish for me, okay? And it goes like this. Please make sure you take care of your mental health so you can stay focused and make good decisions for your life, okay? Stay focused. But until next time, my friends, adios!